the episode.
Back to the episode. No, that's none of this.
Yeah, did you enjoy any of the episode?
I got a snigger out of a couple little parts.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were.
Yeah, it wasn't even very memorable. Only certain bits were memorable.
Sherry and Terry get murdered.
Yeah. So basically, the problem, a lot of the stuff in it is just jarring.
Yeah.
Because it'll set up a rhythm where it's sort of gently humorous, but and then something extreme will happen. Like 20 minutes in, what's her name? Meg carves Lisa's name in her arm.
That's at the end of the episode, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the middle. It's
oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, of course.
This episode feels like it ends 20 minutes in, because they're about to leave.
Yeah.
This episode doesn't even support the weight of being 45 minutes.
No, God, no. They have to fill the rest of the time with
that chicken fight,
yeah.
which we'll come up to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in the Simpsons universe, there should not be someone hacking a name into someone's arm.
Yeah, or like what would have been funny is like seeing the Simpsons' reactions to Family Guy style of humour.
Yeah.
Like, like Homer, like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, you can't say that here. You can't say that word. Like, taking the piss out of like Simpsons being like a primetime TV show while Family Guy being more of an adult thing. Like, that would have been funnier, I think.
Yeah.
That would probably be more subversive. My fourth wall breaking, but.
I don't think this ever could have been good.
No, probably not.
I don't believe. Anyone who has any suggestions for how it could have been good, or who wants to say how stupid we are for saying it's bad, leave a
enlighten us.
But the problem, as I say, it's just that the two styles of humour don't work in combination.
They completely clash. I never, ever want to see Nelson Muntz with a ball gag in his
mouth. And like The Simpsons, for all its ridiculous attempts at staying edgy, like that episode, Battlestar Galactica, where like the jockeys are monsters.
Yeah.
Or at least.
Where Homer smokes marijuana.
That's not that one.
Remember? Oh yeah, it's different. You're trying to stay a bit edgy, a bit hip.
But that one, but those even those wouldn't go as ridiculous as like the stuff that's in this,
that's true.
where they're flying into the sky, and it always tries to at least. Well, the problem with that one and why it's an outlier is because it doesn't come back to an emotional place.
Yeah.
But they at least attempt it in the later ones. They attempt it badly. They always try and keep to a core element of what the Simpsons is. It always tries to be heartfelt.
It tries to be about the family ultimately.
Exactly. I mean, and the characters are just like they don't make any sense. Like Lisa, where Meg turns out to be great at the saxophone, so Lisa then says she's okay.
Because she's jealous.
Because she's jealous. That could have been more effective if it were given more than 2 scenes.
It would have been better because, like, it's not like there's any payoff to that.
The payoff is just that she gives her the saxophone.
She gives her the saxophone, but then what's the point of Lisa being jealous?
Yeah, they never explore that.
Like, it would have been more touching if she was like, "Oh my God, Meg, you're amazing. You're a good person. Here's my saxophone."
Yeah.
Done. Scene done. Like, you've made your point.
Yeah, well, they could have gotten rid of all the unfunny bits where they go through stuff she isn't good at, and just took one story. She could just pick up a saxophone, play it, and the jealousy angle would have been the more interesting one.
That would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, Lisa's not that character.
Yeah.
I mean, like Marge doesn't get anything to do.
Oh, they go and see Surf's Up.
Oh yeah, Surf's Up too.
Oh yeah.
And they take the piss out of Marge because
she's milquetoast.
Yeah.
That seriously is all that she's given.
Yeah.
That's her character.
Like, it would have been funny, like, if, because Lois is like, she's like a raunchy kind of mum. Like, she was like, "Come on, Marge, we're gonna go on a girls' night out."
Well, I think the problem with the episode is it doesn't. Actually, the least interesting characters are the ones that get most to do. Peter and Homer are the least interesting combination. Because they aren't very different.
Yeah, but
so there is no tension, or because comedy builds from things being different, not two people with identical opinions.
Yeah. It's the clash that's interesting.
What they could have done possibly to have an interesting one, which even probably still wouldn't have been good. One character from Family Guy is in the Simpsons universe.
Yeah, just one. Yeah.
And then they had a B plot that was divorced from the whole thing. So I don't know, Meg goes into Springfield somehow and has a Lisa plot which takes up 40 minutes the episode, and then they have a 6-minute B plot with the other Simpsons characters. Done. There you go. There's an episode that would have at least had more to it. Not been as terrible.
All it is just an excuse, like I said, just for
ratings.
Just for ratings, and it's a very loose story just to have of Family Guy people going round Springfield making the same jokes we already make in the series. Like if they take the piss out of the Springfield Gorge, which have taken the piss out of that before.
Yeah.
Or like they've done the Ralph jokes to death, and all the jokes are just so predictable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got to have a scene where a poo does something. We have a scene
where a poo is cheap.
where poo is cheap. Yeah. Oh, got that. We got to have a scene where Ralph is weird and out of place. Got it.
Where Chief Wiggum walks out of the thing.
Chief Wiggum is lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hitting those characters. This feels like someone had written a Simpsons episode based on like a checklist.
Yeah. It feels like committee writing.
Well, this is the problem with a lot of crossover ones. They have to they have to excuse their own. Like, no, I mean, you have to give an excuse for their existence. So they're like, we'll pay off every Simpsons fan.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you a fan of Chief Wiggum? Put him in. Yeah.
Krusty's got a scene. Sideshow Bob's in there.
Yeah, it's just like, they've got to fuzzle everyone that's... Fuzzle, is that even a word?
Fuzzle. Funnel.
Funnel.
Yeah.
They have to funnel everyone into it just to give an excuse for the episode to exist.
Which, oh, fuck it to hell, I hated it.
It was just, it was god awful. I think, anyway, we've spent enough time now where we can focus on the ending.
Oh, God, yeah.
The chicken fight. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, like, generally, like, in the episodes of Family Guy, the chicken fights are entertaining at first.
Yeah?
Because they're kind of, like, unexpected. It is an excuse for because the story is so shit. We need to fill, like, 5 minutes.
I actually like the first one.
Which was that?
The first chicken fight.
Okay.
It's like in a season 3 one. And it's, the first time you watch it, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, oh,
but it's actually
that's unexpected.
It's because of the shock of it more than anything else. Just to have the balls to do it. It was funny once. Now it's been done. I think is it 3 times?
They do it like
Family Guy now.
They do it every 2 seasons.
But you see, the joke at first was the fact that it was so over the top and crazy.
Yeah.
Just pushing it more and more.
For me,
it's
like
lazy.
The last one was like, I think it was the last one I did that was I thought was quite funny. Was when like halfway through the fight, Peter's like, wait, why are we fighting? We should just meet up and talk about our problems. And he meets up like with the chicken and the chicken's girlfriend, and we have a conversation. And it's a really polite at first, when it all just falls apart, and then we just start fighting again. And that subverts your expectations because you're like, oh, here we go, another chicken fight. Right, here we go. We're gonna go. Okay. But then after that, it's just yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, and so in the chicken fight, probably the worst part is where Terry and Sherry get killed.
Oh yeah, you get knocked down by the school bus.
That doesn't work in... I've not seen Family Guy for ages. Do children die wantonly?
No.
It just feels like... I don't even get why they even bothered putting it in. It's not funny.
No. It would have been funny if it referenced like an episode. Like, you know how Mr. Burns gets hit... Mr. Burns hits like Bart in his car. Like if Mr. Burns, for irony's sake, gets hit by a car.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like Mr. Burns wasn't in it.
No, he wasn't, was he?
I'm surprised they didn't have him in.
Or Ned.
Oh, Ned. Yeah.
Only Ned's wife gets a reference.
He gets a reference. Smithers gets a reference.
Yeah.
Oh, Smithers is in the episode. Bob's Burgers is in it as well.
Yeah. A good show.
I've not seen Bob's Burgers.
I've seen it. Bob's Burgers is genuinely good.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it. I do want to watch it.
Yeah, it's probably as good. It's like as close as you're gonna get to Prime Simpsons now.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's look. The main problem with this show is that it never was gonna work, and it just shows Family Guy being Simpsons even selling out even more.
Simpsons selling out more, and Family Guy just marrying in its mediocrity.
Yeah.
And thinking it's being more clever than it actually is.
Yeah.
It thinks it's being like, ooh, we're like being all meta because like we're making comments on the show and how people view The Simpsons and Family Guy now and all this bag of tricks. And it's like, you're not being clever. Yeah. You're not making any kind of comments.
You know what the fucking worst thing is? Everyone out there will have already made the decision, even not before watching this, but before the episode came out.
Yeah.
Anyone who watched the trailer who thought it was funny, no matter what, will have watched the episode and thought it was funny, and thought anyone who had a go at it was a cynical bastard.
Being miserable. And
which is what, obviously, people will put on this, if anyone comments.
If anyone comments, please comment.
Yeah, but anyone who doesn't like The Simpsons and doesn't like Family Guy will have already made up their mind that it was awful before the trailer came out.
Yeah.
And will have, even when it was announced, have hated it.
Which is, I guess, what we kind of try and reference in the opening, where it's the women's lib group going up in arms about basically a silly little cartoon.
Yeah.
Which is what they're kind of commenting on. But like, You must think pretty lowly of yourself to kind of compare yourself to like a childlike, crude drawing.
Yeah, does the Family Guy? Yeah, that's the worst thing about these these side shows. They know they're awful, or they wouldn't be making these.
Yeah, they're knowingly
meta
awful.
puns.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah.
We're not as good as we used to be. Heyo.
Whatever. So here's Simpsons and Family Guy. Next week we're gonna have South Park and Family Guy. Jesus Christ.
I don't think South Park would lower itself.
No,
to
South Park at least has integrity.
Yeah. It's just. But yeah, everyone will have made up their mind. It doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah, you've all decided. You're both people who like the episode are probably already hated on this on what we're saying. But you know, like, remember internet.
Yeah.
People are allowed opinions.
Yeah.
You know, just because you don't like something doesn't mean you're like a hater and you spend your entire life like wallowing in like hatred. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go away now and sit in my bedroom with my light shut off, just going, God, I hate that Simpsons Family Guy crossover. God, it was awful.
If it was well written, I'd have been willing to say, "Oh, that was good."
That was good. I
didn't
enjoyed
really
it.
have any expectation going in.
No, I didn't really either.
I was actually happy that The Simpsons was getting some kind of reference again.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was telling you before it were on, it's good
Yeah.
it's getting in the news again, and yeah.
Yeah, like people are, oh, they're taking notice.
Yeah.
But you know, just because we've joined people who don't like the episode, like seriously, just respect each other's opinions, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's got different opinions, and people are going to react to it in different ways. If you like the episode, then
Yeah, we don't have a problem with you.
yeah, great. If you
We have
like,
a problem with Seth MacFarlane. But
yeah, we have a problem with like the whole process of how this was made, and basically how it's a huge con, just to get more ratings. But if you like it, then fair enough. I want to know why.
Yeah.
Like, why you'd like this, but just cool off. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And if you like big rating cons, you'll love what we'll talk about next.
I mean, it's not like we're trying to time us into anything at all.
No.
No.
But stay tuned for our opinions on the death of Herschel Kristofsky.
Spoilers!
Oh.